For addition and subtraction, always the final answer needs to be rounded to the least precise position. Least precise. Or you can say if it is a decimal number, you can say it is rounded to least decimal position. Otherwise, if it is a whole number, you can say which is rounded to the least place value, okay, lowest place value. We can show the example when we do. Okay, let's see. If you are adding 1 point, let me write 1.23 plus 2.1, right? So when you will add that number, you will get 3, 3 and 3. Okay. Now you got 3.3. Your answer needs to be rounded. So since this is the lowest place value, you have to round your answer here. This number we are going to eliminate because it is below 5, or we don't need to round up. So the final answer is 3.3. Let's see another example which is a little different. So if it is 2.6723, okay, and you are adding with 1.215, maybe 21. Okay, we are going to add that. When you add, you will get a 3, 2, 7 plus 1, 8, 8, and this is the number you are going to get. Okay, now let's see how you will round based on the rules for SIGFIG. Okay, so the second number has 2 decimal place, that is the least decimal place. So your answer needs to be rounded here. Okay, so your answer need, this number is 2. We don't need to round that up. So your final answer is what? 3.88. Okay, let's see one more example, which is 2.356 and 1.2. Okay, let's add this. When you add, you will get 6, 5, then again 5, 3.556. Okay, now we need this one has only 1 decimal place, so you need to be, that is the lowest decimal place. You need only 1 decimal place in your answer. But this number, since it is 5, you have to add what? 1 up, and your answer will be what? 3.6. Okay, now if it is a whole number, say for example, if you are adding 225 plus 1.2, so you will get 226.2, and you have to round your answer. The first one has no or 0 decimal place. That means we don't need any decimal place in your answer. So the answer is 226. Okay, that is with the decimal place. But if we have a number, say for example, if we have 100, 120 plus 120 plus 5. Okay, your answer will be 125, but the lowest, the least precise position is what? 10, so you have to round here. So your answer will be 130 instead of 120. That's how we are following the rules. Okay, so if you are adding 200, say for example, if you are adding a 500 with 60, you will get 560, but the least place value, least precision is 100, so you have to round this in hundreds position. That will be what? 600. That is the rule for, we use the same rule for subtraction also. Okay, now let's see multiplication and division. Okay, so for that I'll use small numbers. I don't want to use calculator. Say for example, the rule is lowest sigfig. That is very easy. Okay, say for example, if you are multiplying 12 times 5, okay, the answer is 60. 12 has how many sigfigs? 12 has 2 sigfig and 5 has 1 sigfig. That means your answer needed only 1 sigfig. This one has only 1 sigfig, so your answer is correct. Okay, let's do another example. If you are multiplying 200 times 1.2, okay, so you will get 240, right? Okay, 240. Okay, so now look at the rules. The first number has only 1 sigfig. Second number has 2 sigfig. So which one is the lowest? 1 sigfig. So your answer needed only 1 sigfig. So the answer is basically you have to round that to what? 200, since this number is below 0. Okay, we will use the same rule for division also. If you are dividing, say for example, you are dividing 25 with 5, okay, you will get an answer 5. Since this one has 1 6, this one has 2 sigfig, this one has 1 sigfig, and your answer needed only 1 sigfig. In some cases, when you get an answer like this, say for example, you got 298 as your final answer, but you need only 1 sigfig. So then you are rounding this one into 1 sigfig, which will be what? 300. And if you need to round this into 2 sigfig, the only way you can round this number is 300, and you don't know how to write that into 2 sigfig. You can write 3.0 times 10 to the power of 2.